Let's see if I can change how you set goals for the rest of your life in just the next 10 minutes. Let's roll intro. Before I started recording, all I heard were noises down the hall, down the steps. I am the only one in this building. If you want to B-roll this, my mom tried to burn some stick thing before, and she was like, "This is for the bad spirits." And I was like, "Mom, you know this office is?" And she was like, "Yes, I know. This office is creepy late at night, so I am a little on edge. I'm a little off right now." My buddy John, who I used to work with, has spent probably 6 months combined at my office. He's gotten to know it really well. A few months ago, he was here alone. I was gone. He was having dinner at night. He came back to the office to wait for his Uber. It's like 10 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. He was too creeped out. He went outside, sat on a bench because this office is creepy at night. The reason I'm saying all this is because I'm alone here, 9 o'clock at night. It's pitch black. There are noises all around me. It's incredibly strange. Always is. I call the ghost Frank. Frank, if you're listening, God loves you. Cross over to the other side, man. But with all this said, I am a little bit on edge. Diving in, I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs over the last few years. I was the CEO for one of the largest business opportunity BizOp coaching companies in the world. After that, I started working more intimately with coaches and agencies. Every time that I have a call with someone, the first touch point with that person, there's a question on the application prior to, and it asks what your 90-day goal is. And everyone, it doesn't matter if they're doing $5 million a year or $5,000 a month, everyone always answers with output-centric goals, meaning X amount per month is my goal. If you have a goal of $100,000 a month, 250, 500, a million, 10,000, whatever it is, if you have an output-centric goal, meaning there are multiple types of variables that take place between you and the goal, then you're not setting goals correctly. I would actually say that you're setting yourself up instead for not failure, but disappointment in yourself for not hitting your own goals. The word goal is just so grossly used in not our space, but the world of business at this point. What are your goals? What's your 5-year goal, your 10-year goal? Where do you want to be in 90 days? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, everyone always answers with the fruit that they would like to see. I want to have a $100,000 per month business. No one ever says that certain inputs are their goal. I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit here. I'm going to use this channel as an example of what I personally believe goals need to look like. I'm going to show you why this system works and why you need to adopt it instead. My goal right now in business is simple. I want to create a YouTube video every single day for at least 90 days. If I even come a little bit short of that goal, I am still happy. And it's a goal that I completely control. There's no one that stands between me and that goal coming to fruition. Meaning, I don't need someone else to make decisions as to whether or not they want to buy something. I don't need to worry about other people's finances. I don't need to worry about ad accounts getting shut down. Whatever it is, I just need to sit in front of camera every single day for 90 days, minus weekends, as you guys know. That's an input-centric goal. And I know on the other side of 90 days, all work, all hard work is profitable. Meaning if I do this thing that I've done in the past, I know I will see fruit on the other side. I don't know what that fruit will look like. And to be honest with you, I don't really think it's my job to assume or guess what that fruit will look like. Something I think about all the time is that anytime I set output-centric goals, I was chasing something that was so much smaller than what God wanted for me. And he would let me chase the thing. And as soon as I kind of let go of it, as soon as I took my grip off of it so that God could put his hand on it, he would take me 10 times further than the goal I ever had for myself was. If I set my goals around outputs, things I didn't control, I probably would have set my goal around being the owner of a car dealership by now. Because never in a million years would I have thought that God would put me in a route where I would be creating YouTube videos and running a consulting business for online coaches. I would have never even conceived it because I didn't even know it was a thing. I've talked about it before, but there's a proverb, not a proverb in Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, but a Jewish proverb that says, "Man plans and God laughs." And I think part of that is that we're planning these outputs that we have no control over. Jesus says, don't be anxious. Why worry? You can't even add a strain of hair to your head. The context of that is don't be anxious around things you can't control. If you set output-centric goals, a lot of the time you can't control the things that might keep you from getting there. What you can control is the actions you're able to take every single day. And you can be smart about this. You can reverse engineer. Obviously, if you want to make X amount of money per month, you can do the math. Everyone forgets about diminishing returns and stuff when they do this math, but you can do the math as to X amount of conversations leads to a sale. So I need to have X amount of sales to make X amount of money, which means I need to make Y amount of conversations. And then that is your input goal. And my encouragement to you would be that if you had that input goal, then the output really doesn't matter. Because realistically, you might be high, you might be low, but at the end of the day, don't tie yourself to something you can't fully control. Tie yourself to an input that you have full hands on. From a health perspective, your goal could be the amount of calories you eat every single day, or going to the gym every single day, or running 3x miles every single day, whatever be it. From a business perspective, it could be the amount of outbound messages you send every day, the amount of cold calls you send every day, the amount of emails you send every day, whatever it is. From a business/content perspective, how many videos you create every single day. I think it's funny how often I hear goals that sound nothing like that. My goal, I tell my clients to watch this. I love you guys. And I stressed this today on a call, which is not Monday when this video goes live, but on Thursday. My goal is just to record a video every single day. And I think there's something really cool to be said here, which is that your brain will optimize for whatever the goal is. So let's say you set this goal to get to $100,000 a month. Beside the fact that there are 1,000 variables to get there, your brain has to optimize on so many different things. And it will. Your brain is an amazing piece of machinery. It's amazing at what it does, but you're just making it work so much harder than it has to. My brain, when I wake up, just has to think about, what video am I recording today? What story do I want to tell? And that on its own is hard enough. That's my goal every single day for 90 days. Casey Neistat did the exact same thing for 700 something days. I think his goal was to do it for 365 days. And he ended up doing it for over 2 years. And he grew 10 million plus subscribers on YouTube. That audience gave him a platform to do everything that he's done in life since with the different businesses he started. But his goal was not to start some kind of app or have the partnerships that came with it. His goal was to create a video every single day because he could control that. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, managers, even directors, etc., will get frustrated, upset, pissed, disappointed, whatever adjective you want to use, when goals are missed. And it's because maybe out of the 100 variables necessary, one variable fell out of place. And they're getting frustrated with team members, they're getting disappointed in themselves. Whatever the case, it's silly to put that burden on yourself when something out of your control happened that kept you from getting to a goal that you set that was arbitrary to begin with in the first place. Versus if you tell yourself, I'm going to do something for X amount of time, and I'm going to do it every single day, every other day, whatever be it. There's a lot of beauty in the fact that if you miss that, you are accountable to yourself. I think one of the reasons deep down that people don't set internal input-centric goals is because if you miss those goals, there is no one else to blame. If you don't get the $100,000 per month goal or the cash goal that you have or whatever the output-centric goal is, you can blame it on the market, you can blame it on competitors, you can blame it on the sales rep, you can blame it on so many different things. But if you say I'm going to do X thing for 90 days, 180 days, for a year, whatever be it, and you don't, there's no one else to point the finger at but you. And humans will do so much to keep themselves from facing any kind of accountability, including setting the goals that would be healthy for them, pushing them out of their boundaries, pushing them out of their comfort. And of course, you can still get lofty with the goals. I have a goal. I'm not going to share it here because I don't want to publicly state it yet because it's so ambitious that it makes me nervous. But the only reason it wouldn't come to be is because of me. If I didn't do what I needed to do to get it done, it's the kind of goal that if I ever had a book written about me one day, this would be one of the key chapters of the book. It's a health and fitness goal. It's scary. It's ambitious. It would take a lot of time, a lot of training, etc. But I think it's a great goal. And the reason, just like I said, that I don't want to tell you guys is because I don't want to be held accountable publicly to a goal that only I could keep myself from hitting. So I feel like I need to at least lead by example. The goal I have, which might not be a big goal to you guys, but to me it's a big goal. I want to run 7 marathons in 7 days. The ambitious version, that'll be next year. The ambitious version within the next few years would be 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents. That'd be really cool. And there's nothing that could keep me doing it, so help me God, other than external health factors. I guarantee you that if I did those 7 marathons in 7 days, that I would have a large following growth come from that, a lot of buy into the brand. We can market that really effectively. We can do a lot of cool stuff with it. I'm not even thinking about the output. Why would I? The way I look at it is it's my job to plow the field, to water it, to nurture it, to put the fertilizer on it, but it's God's job to grow the fruit. As long as I'm a good steward, I'm a good farmer in this analogy, then God is responsible. Our loving, sovereign, perfect God is responsible for growing the plant that will give the fruit. It's not us that's responsible for it. And I think oftentimes we try to take what is God's responsibility and instead make it our own, and we hold on to it. If you're holding on to this goal so tightly, then God doesn't have anywhere to put his hands on it. You gotta let go, gotta trust the Lord with it. I'm gonna end this video on that point. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goals, inputs versus outputs. I love you guys much as always. It's a pleasure. See you next time. Until tomorrow. Happy hunting.